All right. We're just getting it together on Instagram. Hope everybody is doing well. Hello. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Kimchi is here. All right. We got Christine Smith here. Y'all, we got a new scholar. Everybody say hello, Christine. Thank you so much for being here. Let me get my overhead camera together. Y'all know it's just me and my iPhone. I should have had everything ready, but we are having a little Friday family meeting. The boys are home from school and just coordinating everything with dad, but we're going to get started. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. We got a short one today, but I'm going to make ice cream. This is a two-part recipe. And catch it. All right. Oh, Christine, living out loud. There you are, one of our regulars. Hello, madame. Thank you for being here. Let's see if our side by side is working. I think we're good to go. Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. For anybody new here, hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to your struggle cooking class. I am not a professional chef and I am not a professional YouTuber. Oh my goodness, hey Kim Jari, thank you for being here. If you want to join us over on YouTube, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and you can see the side by side. All right, you guys, I went ahead and put our apron on, so we're ready to go. And one. So that's our little hip warm up. I don't know why I do that. But yeah, I am not a professional chef, clearly. I am not a professional YouTuber. Clearly, I am just a mom, a boy mom times two. We have two sons, two teenage boys, and I am a home cooker. I've been sharing my health and wellness journey with you all. I love to eat, I love to cook, and that's where we do all of that here. So if you love to eat or cook, you are most welcome. But we have another special request. We've got Kim G here, and Kim G has two little girls, Avery and Maddie, and they have requested ice cream. We did the chocolate frosty, I think about a couple weeks ago. That was excellent. That was a shake up recipe. But I found another recipe. Tonight we're going to do a vanilla ice cream. Now here's the disclaimer. This is a two-part recipe, which means we're going to make it and then we have to freeze it overnight. So you guys have got me tonight to start, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to come on live for you and we're going to actually enjoy the ice cream. So Avery and Maddie, bear with me, but we're going to get started. I did put the link in the description. I saw this recipe on YouTube. You all know I love recreating social media recipes. Have I ever made this before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. But we're going to give it a try. So I'm going to play the video as per usual, and we're going to go each step of the way. And then if I've got time, I'll make a little dinner. I'm thawing out some salmon. Someone requested fish, so I'm going to try and put a little salmon and spinach and mashed potato together. All right. So the recipe is from Mushi Cooking. So sit back and relax. We'll go about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So let me pull this up so you guys can see. Let me get our side by side. All right. So again, this is Mushi Cooking, and this is what came in my feed. This is what I'm always looking at. So this is a 2-ingredient ice cream recipe. So let's start by getting the ingredients. So let me clean the counters and wash my hands. For anybody who doesn't know, I've been living a sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free life. Trying to get the rest of this weight off. I'm down 80 pounds and I have 20 more to go. I'm 20 pounds away from where the doctor wants me and I feel amazing. Used to be pre-diabetic, used to have elevated cholesterol, and used to have borderline blood pressure. All of that is normal now with no medication, and I feel fantastic. I used to think it was just aging. I'm 46, but I feel incredible now. Okay. All of the recipes that I'm showing you all, you can do full flavor. You don't have to do substitutions. A lot of my inspiration comes from food that I want to eat, but I can't have certain ingredients, so that's why I'm your substitute teacher. All All right, so we're gonna clean the counter. I just got some Lysol wipes. I love this big, beautiful kitchen of mine, but with the darker counter, sometimes it's hard to see if there's anything on it until you run your hands across it, and it's like, that's sticky or crumbly. I have taught both boys how to cook, but they don't always clean up the way I would. All right, so let's start by cleaning our hands. All right, so we're gonna play the video. Now, if you can have cow dairy, the two ingredients that you need are heavy whipping cream and condensed milk. I don't know if you all are familiar with condensed milk. Growing up with African parents, my mom used to use condensed milk in porridge. So if you're familiar with the little cans of like carnation condensed milk, also, that's what mom used when we had the cooking with Nana. We had the candy making with Nana. She used condensed milk. I am going to be doing a dairy-free substitute, so I'm going to be doing coconut milk. So let's get the ingredients first, and then we'll walk through what we have. So let me go grab, I think I have some heavy whipping cream just so y'all can see. So I'm just going to lay everything out, and then we'll talk about what we have. And as per usual, I'm drinking my Panera. This is my iced coffee with almond milk and sugar-free vanilla syrup. So I'm sugar-free and dairy-free. And I'm going to go get the creamy milk and the heavy whipping cream. One more thing. Okay, so let's take a look at this video. Again, this is our 2-ingredient ice cream. Let me bring the brightness down. This is one of those recipes, again, mushi cooking. There's no sound, like there's no speaking, it's just set to music, so I've turned the sound down and we just watch. All right, so let's see. So hopefully tomorrow when we get it out of the freezer, it'll be nice like that. Now, I know the girls that requested this asked for, I think, chocolate chips inside, so we'll do some chocolate chips. All right, so you see here, she's mixing the heavy whipping cream until it becomes creamy like that. So let's pause. Y'all know they move fast for me. So heavy whipping cream, if you can have cow dairy, this is coming from the kids' fridge. I don't have dairy, so I'm not going to be using this one, but this is Walmart heavy whipping cream, or you can get in the milk section heavy whipping cream. This is what you make whipped cream with. You just got to whip it by hand or whip it with the beater. But if you are dairy-free like me, there are some great substitutes. So this is what I have, a couple options for you guys. You know I've used this before. This is the Silk Heavy Whipping Cream, but this one is made from coconut milk instead of cow dairy. So we get our whipped cream experience from coconut cream. And then I saw this one, excuse me, I've never used it before, but Country Crock, the same brand that makes that Country Crock like butter. They have a plant-based heavy whipping cream, and this one, it's another dairy-free substitute. I'm just looking to see. This one is a plant milk. I don't know. It just says plant milk. I don't know, lentil milk. So I haven't used this one before, but I always like to try new things and give you guys some substitutes. I'm not vegan, but I do have to avoid cow dairy, so that's a substitute for you. All right. So let me grab a screenshot of the recipe since it's really simple and you guys can see. All right. So if you see right here, oh, I just took a picture. You see right here, we need 500 milliliters of heavy whipping cream and 395 grams of condensed milk. Y'all know I'm in the Atlanta area, and here in the States we do cups and half cups and tablespoons and teaspoons, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get those conversions done. So I am going to get our new mixer that we bought. You need a hand mixer for this. I think in the recipe she was actually doing it by hand. But I'm going to see if I can multitask. I'm going to drop the link in case anybody... Oh, wrong one. I'm going to drop the link in case anybody wants to chat. You don't have to cam up, but if you want to come up with me and chat, you're more than welcome to. Welcome to the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of YouTube. Thank you all so much for being here, and happy Friday. All right, so 500 milliliters of heavy whipping cream. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, show you guys, just me and my devices. So you see here, this is the Silk heavy whipping cream. This one is coconut milk, and you see here it's 473 milliliters. In my opinion, if you round up, that's 500. So we're gonna go with it. So we're gonna empty all of this. I have one that's open and one that's not. Okay, so this one is not open. So we're gonna pop this top and we're gonna open this up and we're gonna whip it. Whip it good. Now that I thought about something, we're going to get our mixer here, and then I'll explain while we're mixing. I'm always washing my hands, so I'm just putting some lotion on. Y'all know it's ashy knuckle season. So we want to make sure that we stay hydrated and moisturized, right? Because that's not a good look, especially, All right. So this is a Hamilton Beach mixer. I just picked it up. Have a link in the description for y'all. I just got it from Walmart. I have an old-fashioned hand mixer. Nothing is wrong with it, but this one allows me to mix and do other things. So I am going to assemble it. I'm just going to rinse out the bowl that it came with. If I were thinking, I would have put this stainless steel bowl in the fridge or freezer so that it could get really cold. That way, when you have your cold cream and cold bowl, it solidifies more quickly. But if you are going to try and make a whipped cream, you want to leave this in the fridge up until the time that you're going to use it. This is not something that you want to get room temperature because we really want to get it nice and fluffy. Okay? So I do like this hand mixer. It's a little janky for me sometimes, but it allows me to take the hand mixer part off if I want to, or it does have this rotation device here, which when I get it right, it'll spin. All right, so let us just wipe everything down and take good care of it. We have nice things, so we want to appreciate them. All right, so let's tilt this back. And I always get confused what goes where. It's not plugged in, so I'm just going to push one beater in until it clicks and push the other beater in until it clicks. If it clicks, sometimes I get it wrong. The old one that my mom had, only one would go in. Yeah, if I didn't get it right, let me eject and try the other side. If I had read the manual, maybe I'd know exactly how this is supposed to go, but I just get in here and there we go. All right, so we've got that in here. We've got our bowl, and I'm gonna try and position it so y'all can see, but it's not in the way because I'm gonna try and do our fish at the same time. All right, no, it's fine. So let's plug this up, and it's gonna be loud, but y'all like the kitchen sounds, so let me know if it's too loud. Okay, so we've got our heavy whipping cream. I'm using the plant-based. Hello, my spiritual journey and stay in faith mode. Thank you for being here. Everybody said hello. We have a new scholar. So let's go ahead and open up our heavy whipping cream. And you all will see this is nice and creamy and white, kind of like cream because it is. It's just cream made from coconut milk and not from dairy. So So I'm going to pour all of it in here. So the recipe calls for 500 milliliters, and this is 473. So we're just going to round up and call it. All right. So let's see. I know y'all like the close-ups. So you guys can see it's like a very thick, creamy milk, but it's coconut. All right. So let's go in here and lower the, there we go. Let's lower the arm. And let's whip it good. Now the recipe, I have trouble getting it to turn. I don't know what I do wrong. I don't set it on there right. It's like a magnet or something and it doesn't turn, but we're gonna get this whipped up into a nice creamy whipped cream. For being here. Have to take it off and do it by hand. All right, I'm going to take it off. I want you to spin for me. All right, I'm just going to do it by hand. I have the hardest time getting this thing to spin, so we're just going to release it because I want to get this nice and whipped creamy, if that's a word. So I'm just going to plug it up and see if we can get this coconut cream to actually turn into a whipped cream. Hello, hello. The video did not say how long it takes, but we're going to put the air in here. So again, for anybody who just joined, I'm using the Silk Heavy Whipping Cream. So this is going to be a vegan ice cream, even though I'm not vegan. There we go. It's getting nice and creamy. And I'll show you guys what it looked like when she stopped. I like this thing. Y'all can see we're starting to get ribbons here now. We're going to keep going. So you can make your own whipped cream. Flavor this. We're going to do vanilla. It's looking nice. Hopefully you guys can see that. Sorry, it's so loud. Turn the volume down. I think we're at a really good creamy consistency. All right, I'm gonna get my spatula. I'm gonna show you guys what we have. So if you remember, this started like a pourable cream, and now we have a nice thick, it does kind of hold, so we have what I would say are stiff peaks. All right, so let's see what the video does. I'm just gonna go back a second so you all can see. All right, so 2-ingredient ice cream. Hopefully that's what it looks like tomorrow. All right, so we're gonna do vanilla. And I think the girls wanted chocolate chips, so I have chocolate chips. So 500 milliliters of heavy cream. So that's what we just did. And we whipped it up, and you see how it got nice and thick and creamy. So we're at that same point. Now 395 grams of condensed milk. So here's what I have learned. This is what I'm using. If you can have dairy, then you can get condensed milk. That's where the liquid is taken out, and it's that thick and creamy milk. I am using evaporated milk. The difference between evaporated milk and condensed milk, I had to Google it. Condensed milk is sweetened. Evaporated milk is not. So if you look at the sugar content here, we're going to see like a 0 sugar content, which is what I want. And then I'm going to add my own sugar-free sugar. Okay? So I'm going to open this up with the can opener, but you can get condensed coconut milk and evaporated coconut milk. Just like you can get condensed regular milk and evaporated regular milk. Just look for the carnation in the can, but I'm going to do sugar-free and dairy-free. So. Oh, I should have looked at how many grams it is. Let's take a look really quick. I hate when the top gets in there, so let me move that quickly. All right. So you all can see we have a very thick and creamy milk. Now, I can get the food scale out. We may have to do that. Let me see if it has grams on the front here. It doesn't. It just has 12 fluid ounces and 360 milliliters. I'm going to taste it. Ooh, it's good. If you like coconut, it's like the meat of the coconut, slightly sweet, but not much. So let's get our scale, and we're going to measure out 395 grams. Watch it be the whole can. You know I don't know, but we're going to figure it out together. So this is what I need. 395 grams condensed milk. All right. So we got the food scale. We got our whipped cream here, nice and set. So let's go ahead and set this to grams. Oh, turn it on. That's pounds, ounces, milliliters, grams. All right, so let us put the bowl on here and zero it out. Hopefully y'all can see. All right, so let's zero it out, and we need 395 grams. Yes, much better is here for the ice cream. This is a part one. Ooh. This is part one. We're gonna have to freeze this one overnight. It's about the whole can. So the whole can is 385. I don't know if y'all can see that, but the recipe calls for 395. I'm gonna call it. All right, so let's pick up where we left off. So you see the condensed milk there, and then it looks like she's putting in a couple spoons of the whipped cream, and then she's just gonna mix it in there kind of slowly. Now, we are gonna do the same. Let's go ahead and get this off the scale. However, now is where I want to flavor it. So we have unsweetened coconut cream and unsweetened evaporated cream. It has a hint of a taste, but I want it to be vanilla for the girls. Oh, I brought it. All right, so I am going to use my vanilla bean paste, and I think I'm going to use all of it, all of what's left. Maya sent this to us. If you guys want to send any classroom supplies, look in the description and you'll see the teacher's supplies. I have a wish list if you guys want me to unbox anything, or if you just want to send something to Maggie. So I put some vanilla in here, and I really like this gourmet vanilla because this is the one that's got the little specks in there, just like the Breyers ice cream. So I'm gonna get a spatula and I'm gonna mix it into our evaporated cream. And then I am going to taste and see if we need any extra sweetener. I don't know if the girls are watching, but I think they like sweet on a 10 out of 10 scale. So this is giving us lots of vanilla color and those little specks of vanilla. We could also put some powdered sweetener in here, but let's see how it tastes. It should be very vanilla, and this does have some sugar in the flavor. If you don't have vanilla paste, that's fine. You could do vanilla extract. All right, so let's see what we got. Ooh, it's good. I'm gonna do a little bit more sweetener. All right, so I am going to use, because I'm using evaporated milk and not condensed milk, I need to sweeten it. If you were using condensed milk, you can probably skip this step. So I have my Truvia confectioners. This is my powdered sugar substitute, and I'm using powdered sugar instead of granular sugar because we want this ice cream to be really, really smooth. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some on here and stir, and I would just say sweeten it to taste. Since the coconut milk that I use was not sweetened, let's just mix it in there and then see if it's sweet enough. It's good, probably can go just a little bit more sweet. You can get Truvia in granular, you can get it in brown, but this is my 0-calorie sugar substitute. So let's just get it nice and sweet. That way you get the condensed milk experience without all that sugar. Because if you look at your regular like carnation condensed milk, it's going to be over 20 something grams of sugar. All right. So this could be condensed milk for you. It's evaporated milk with vanilla for me. Now let's unplug our mixer and get this out of the way. Let me rinse it off really quick. All right, so if you guys saw in the video, and again, we made our own coconut whipped cream. She put a couple spoons in here and then folded it in and then mixed the rest. So we made our own whipped cream. So you guys see what's happening here. And I'm just gonna do the same. So she put in more, I guess the rest of it, and let me just watch her technique. We don't want to beat it all to heck because that'll get it flattened. We don't want to unwhip the air that we just whipped in. So she's scooping in the rest. and then and gently folding. So around and turn, around and turn. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to incorporate the first batch of coconut whipped cream. If this works, and we'll have a nice 2-ingredient ice cream without an ice cream machine that you can make any time of year. I'm just kind of pressing in the big chunks, and then we're going to put all the rest in here. I don't know about you all if you have an ice cream maker, but I don't. So you guys see me shaking it on the rock salt. All right. A little bit lumpy, but we're going to put the rest in here and try and fold it all in. Again, if your bowl, especially this stainless bowl, it's good if you can put it in the fridge or the freezer for 5 minutes or so before you start making whipped cream. It keeps it stiffer longer. I didn't do that, but I should have. All right, ingredients are expensive, so let's get it all. Y'all know we're team greedy. All right, so we got that empty. And I'm going to use the big spatula. Let's go around and fold. And we'll take a look at what hers looks like. I'm just going to try and get this as homogeneous as I can. Trying to press out the whipped cream, but keep the vanilla. And I don't know if the girls are here, we should put the chocolate chips inside or on top. If nobody if nobody objects, I'll probably put them on the top so you can see them, or we can put them inside. When I was looking at this Mushi cooking recipe, she was saying that she likes to do swirls of chocolate syrup. So we're going to put it in the pan, and then this is going to go in the freezer overnight. So tomorrow morning, it's Saturday morning for me tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, I'm letting you guys know we're going to start our day with this sugar-free, dairy-free ice cream if it freezes properly. All right, so we've got a pretty good mix going here. All right, so you guys can see what we have. Let's take a look and see what she does. All right. So she's got it all mixed up there, and then she's got a plastic container. I've got one too. Hopefully it's big enough. And she pours the whole thing in there and just kind of smooths it out. So that's where we're going to stop. And then it says freeze overnight. So we're going to put that in the freezer, and hopefully tomorrow when we come back, we're going to have a big, beautiful, scoopable block of ice cream. But let's taste this first. Let me get a spoon. And let's go ahead and pour. So this is what we have. It's good. Honestly, lightly sweet, and I'm okay with that. I probably need a bigger container, y'all. Let me clean this out. So I'm just using one of my meal prep containers that has a top. And we're going to put this in our beautiful new freezer. Thank you again, Mr. Option 1, for blessing us with brand new appliances. We have a new microwave, a new refrigerator, stove, and dishwasher. All right, so let's get the mini chocolate chips. All right, so I don't know if the girls are on, but I did. Hey, that dude named Dave, you're here. Oh my gosh, I gotta make you your, would you like for me to make you your chocolate drink? I was thinking about making that for you earlier. All right, you guys, so this is what I have. This is, you can get sugar-free, you can get any chips that you want. We'll put the mini chocolate chips in here. And I'm just gonna pour as much as I can. Will it fill up? Oh, let's fill it up. Why not? Oh, it's really full. May have a little bit of a overload. All right. Yeah, that was a bit much, but it's okay. All right. Let's clean up. And we're going to put some chocolate chips. Oh, I really went overboard. So let's just sprinkle with chocolate chips, and then we're going to put this in the freezer. And it's going to, sorry, let me take that off. It's going to freeze overnight. And tomorrow morning, we're going to start our day with ice cream. All right, so this is what we have, little mini chocolate chips. Usually I get the sugar-free. I probably should have put them in there, but we'll scoop it up tomorrow and we'll top it with fruit, drizzle with syrup, whatever y'all want to do. So let's see if I can cover this. I'm gonna press down and I'm gonna mess some. Oh, I got a big mess, y'all. I filled it too much. All right, I'm gonna clean it up, but I'm gonna put it on a tray. And I'm gonna make a quick fish meal. And then if that dude named Dave would like, I will make your coffee shake. Let's see. Want to see if it'll fit here so it doesn't leak into our beautiful brand new freezer. Perfect. Okay. So this is going to go into the freezer. Look who's here, y'all. Everybody say hi to Snuggles. It's been a while since we've had you here. Missed you, Snuggles. All right, so this is our ice cream, our coconut ice cream, sugar-free and dairy-free with some chocolate chips. And so we're going to freeze this overnight. Y'all know we got brand new appliances, so I'm going to turn this so you guys can see it's going into the bottom of our new freezer. And so tomorrow we'll start with this. So ice cream is done. I am going to make a quick dinner. I got a request for salmon, and I'm going to show you guys an easy air fryer salmon. If you're here for ice cream, you can tune back in tomorrow because this has got to freeze. But if you're here just because, I'm going to show you guys these air fryer salmon bites. This can be a quick, like 15-minute meal, and I'll make a plate so you guys can see. Thank you so much for being here, that dude named Dave. If you all have a YouTube channel, I always want to encourage you, please shout out your channel. I'll bring it up on the screen. You all are here to support me, so I want to support you. I know that dude named Dave is also in Lead Attorneys Mastermind. I'm part of the mastermind. We had a great session last night learning so much from other content creators, and we always love supporting each other. I know he has a reaction channel and he talks about current topics, so I love it when he stops by. Okay, just cleaning off the counters. Let me wash my hands. All right, so I got some salmon tails in the grocery giveaway box, and I'm very excited. Y'all know groceries are expensive, so I'm going to show you how I prepare them. These came frozen, and unfortunately, I put them in the microwave to thaw, and some of the tips started cooking a little bit. I hate that. I just wanted it to thaw. Best if you can get it fresh. If you get it frozen, I would prefer to thaw it in the sink or in the fridge, but getting company, need to make a meal. All right, so if you guys were with me when we did the bang bang shrimp or the bang bang salmon, this is the same recipe, and this is going to go in the air fryer, and it doesn't take long at all. So I'm going to cut into this. We're going to drain out all the water, and then the biggest thing for me whenever I'm cooking any kind of protein, you want it as dry as possible. That way you get a nice crisp on the meat if you're going to pan fry it or air fry it, and the seasonings stick onto it better. So I'm just going to take these out, and I'm going to start flesh side down. So these are little pieces of salmon. Salmon tails. I've never heard of salmon tails, salmon tails. Something, 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 salmon tails. Any other parents out there? We've all been there. That's from Veggie Tales. So if you are a parent of a little one, you may have heard that song. Okay. So I'm going to put another paper towel over top here. I have the flesh side down. And I'm going to cover this. And oftentimes when you hear them say blot with a paper towel, people are just kind of like pat, 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 pat. What is that from? Little Einsteins? Oh, y'all, I liked them better when they were small. But I really get in there and I press. I want to get all of that liquid out. And I just keep going. Until the paper towel comes up dry. And then I will actually, if I could do it easily, turn it over and then do the flesh side. Yeah, I had some that already started cooking in the defrost. Unfortunately, they're starting to flake, you can see. But we're gonna get them all seasoned up and greased up. All right, let's do one more until the paper towel comes up dry. All right, so you can season these however you like. Gosh, I think when we did the bang bang shrimp, it was like onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, cumin, and there may have been something else, but we'll go with that. All right. So our salmon is dry enough. If you remember before it was watery, now we have it kind of pasty looking. All right, so let me get my air fryer tray. I'm going to cover it with foil. Hello, Caudell. Thank you for being here. We're done with the ice cream that's in the freezer. This is a 2-day recipe, has to freeze overnight. So I got a request for salmon, so I'm making a quick meal. All right, so we've got our salmon tails and we've got them blotted. I am actually going to cut them into cubes. They'll cook faster and they're nice little like forkable sizes. I'm just going to cover my tray with a little bit of aluminum foil. Probably could be parchment paper too. And I'm going to spray this with, it could be the oil of your choice. I got some macadamia oil that came in my grocery giveaway, so we'll use that. This is not for me, so I'm just going to experiment. I don't know if anybody's ever used macadamia nut oil spray, so All right, so we got it nice and greased up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this salmon into small cubes using the kitchen shear. So we just blotted them dry. The skin side is on the back. I don't know, is this going to cut well? All right, let me get my other kitchen shears. All right, so I just want them kind of like cube size. Yes, we'll run these through the dishwasher after. And then I'm going to put them skin side down onto the foil. This is completely optional. You could do the whole fillet if you want to, but when I've done it like this, they cook really fast. And like if you do, I don't know, what are those, salmon bowls or poke bowls? Thank you, Erin Laura. You have a nice small bite size to go on a fork. So I'm just going to kind of get them all in here. This salmon did come frozen, and so I was kind of in a rush and I thawed it out in the microwave. So some of the edges got a little bit cooked. Not happy about that, but we will get it done. All right, so I'm just kind of cutting these into square pieces. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just kind of forkable and easy to cook. And I want the skin side down. All right, so we're gonna just, and these were salmon tails, which I didn't know was a thing. Erin Laura says, good evening, Maggie and class. Fish bites. You know what? I love it. Yes, we are making salmon fish bites. So if you, this could probably work if you've ever bought like catfish nuggets before. This would probably work well. And sometimes you can save money. I know like you can buy in some stores salmon trim. You know, of course, the big fillet makes a beautiful presentation, and we love that. However, you know, if you don't want to spend, or sometimes you can get, you know, other, what's it called? Cuts of meat. I can already tell. Some of these were a little bit. And you may be able to get salmon if you're willing to get these little broken up pieces, you know, something that's more affordable. But I hope you all are doing well. Some of it is flaking on me. All right, let's just tuck it in there. We have all new kitchenware, but in a pinch, I like to use the air fryer. Air fryer is basically like a convection oven. It's an oven with a fan. So it cooks faster. It cooks crispier if that's what you want, or it could dry out your food if that's what you don't want. So, you know, sometimes if you want a moist cake, just keep your eyes on the cooking in the air fryer. But when you're cooking small portions, y'all, we're going to shove it all in here. I know you're not supposed to crowd the pan, but I'm kind of, you know, those meals when you weren't planning on it, but you need to throw something together, this could be an option. So just jagged pieces of salmon, stuff them in there. Even the ones that kind of over thawed, I'll just stick that in there. Some of y'all like I like a smoked salmon. I don't really do raw, but hey, you know what I always say, I'm not the food police. Erin Laura says, good for wee ones. Yeah, that's a great idea. I was thinking about that. You know, you don't want to waste a whole fillet. I mean, I have two teenage boys, 13 and 15. But if you don't want to waste a whole fillet, especially if kids are, you know, trying something for the first time, it's a great way to introduce them. All right. So I'm going to show you guys that I'm going to wash my hands so you can see. So this is salmon skin on, skin down on a pan with a little bit of oil. Now we're going to season it well. So at this point you can salmon with whatever you like, but when we've done this before, the salmon bites, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, and there was something else, I can't remember. All right, I think it was chili powder, but really, if you have a good cut of meat, salt and pepper is fine, but season with your spirit. So I'm using pink Himalayan salt, so really gonna get in there. We're gonna season it well. I just look to see that every little piece is coated. I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar. And then fresh cracked black pepper. Nice aroma. All right, so far, just salt and pepper. You got it, Sonia, chili powder. You remember, my dear. Thank you. Thank you all for cooking with me. So chili powder. So this recipe, if you want to see the original way we did it, this was the Bang Bang salmon. So I am not going to make Bang Bang sauce, which is like a mayonnaise-based sauce. If you season it well, the dipping sauce is fun. But if you season it well, I think you're good. So we've got some cumin. This could be lemon pepper. It could be soul food seasoning. It could be anything that you like. Onion powder. Yes, lemon pepper is a favorite around here. And the last one, garlic powder. So you see with my seasoning, I'm just kind of up high and I just kind of shake from side to side to make sure it gets nice and coated. So this is what I'm looking for seasoning. And then just because I want a little bit crisp, I'm going to spray one more time with the macadamia oil spray. It could be olive oil, it could be coconut oil. Just so that when it goes in the air fryer, it comes out with a nice crisp. So this is what we have going in. So I'm going to put this in. Do I want to turn it on? It cooks at 400 for like 6 minutes. So we'll turn it on and then we're going to make some mashed potatoes. I'll show you guys a little secret ingredient to make them creamy. And then I'm going to throw some fresh spinach on the side and dinner is done. So let's clean up our air fryer. Thank you, Mona. Mona's here. Y'all shout out your channel. Mona has a family channel. Mona has her own channel. Let us know what you do, Mona the moderator, and where people can find you. And let's get cleaned up and cooking. And then we'll clean off our cooking area and we'll make some box mashed potatoes. I know, a sacrilege, but that's what I got. All right, so this is going in. I'd say 400 at 7 minutes. All right. Sorry guys, these new electronics, it's like you touch it one time, it's 1 minute, but if you hold it down or press hard like I do, it jumps up the time. All right, we'll need salt and pepper for these mashed potatoes, but I think I can put everything else back. so let's clean up here. For anyone who just joined, we've got our ice cream in the freezer. This is a 2-day recipe. That's why I called it part 1. We're doing a coconut cream ice cream without the machine. All right, when you got hungry people to feed, boys, men, whoever likes the starches, I got some boxed mashed potatoes in the grocery giveaway. So I'm just going to make those. But there's a couple things you guys can do to make them, you know, extra creamy, which people like a little extra love, kind of get them savory. All right, let's clean our hands. Let's have clean hands, right, Caudil? Let's make sure we're clean. All right, so we're gonna get our cooktop out and we're gonna set that down. Yes, we do have an amazing new stove and I'm very, very grateful. But when I'm just cooking on one pot, I like to cook here with you all. Speaking of pots, let me go get our tasty cookware so you guys can see what we're doing. Oh, hi, Diana. Dirty Diana. She likes it when I do that. My spiritual journey says, would I have to put it on a different time? So we've got the ice cream in the freezer, and I'll show you guys the video while I go get our pot. Oh, you have an air fryer oven. That's what I have. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would say 407 minutes. Mom said cook with all of your senses, so keep an eye on it. You can overcook fish, but since this is skin side down, it'll hold that moisture. So we'll take a look at it at 7 minutes and see if it's giving us that nice little fish bite. So I'm going to rewind this while I go get our pot and let you guys see what we did. All right, for our ice cream. So y'all can see it's just a 2-ingredient recipe. It was condensed milk, but I'm using evaporated milk, which is the unsweetened one. And we added our sugar-free sweetener and heavy whipping cream, coconut cream. You guys are so cute. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So for the mashed potatoes. Yes, I know how to make mashed potatoes from scratch. You can peel them, you can cut them, you can boil them, you can mash them, you can add the butter and the garlic and all that, and they're incredible. But when you got company coming over and you want to make a nice plate quickly, this is what I got. So this is Hungry Jack mashed potatoes in the box. And I just put them in a Ziploc bag before I put them in the pantry so that I don't have this mess and these flakes. But there's a little extra you can do to make them creamy. So let's see. We'll make enough serving for 2. So this is where we are tomorrow, y'all. Join me tomorrow after we put all that in there. It says freeze overnight. Hopefully, we will have nice scoopable ice cream. So it's in our new freezer. Okay. So let's look at the instructions here. This works in a pinch. So I want to make enough servings for, oh, I was like, why is that moving? For 2 people. But let's see how much we have in here. Let's do 4 cups of potato flakes. Kids are lurking. They're always going to want some. All right, sometimes what I do when I want to work backwards, like since this box is already open, I'll just kind of empty out and see how much I have. If I cook the whole thing, well, it's kind of a lot. So I want to get rid of it. Shake it smooth, and then I'm looking to see the measurement. I got about 5 cups. Okay, so I'm going to do the 4-cup potato flake recipe. So that means I need 3.5 cups of water, 6 tablespoons of butter. So let's go ahead and get it started because we need to boil our water. So we're going to use our tasty cookware. Found this in the garage. I saved it just for y'all. All right. So we're going to do the stovetop direction. So we're going to heat up the water, butter, and salt. How much water? 3.5 cups. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this up to high. I know. So this is 2 cups, so I'm going to fill this up 1.5 or more times. All right. So 3.5 cups of water. Thank you all for coming in. If you like what I'm doing, please like the live stream. This is just boxed mashed potatoes, but I do have a little special ingredient for you. All right, much butter. So this is 6 tablespoons of butter. It says or olive oil. This is not for me, so I am going to use regular butter. Our salmon is looking good. I'm going to go with the real Kerrygold Irish butter. 6 tablespoons. It's going to be some buttery mashed potatoes. So you know on your butter bar, each one of these little markings is a tablespoon. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So almost the whole stick of butter. If you can enjoy buttery mashed potatoes, please enjoy them for me. I would probably do a mashed cauliflower, and we've done a cauliflower mash before. Look at this, y'all. Beautiful. I don't know what it is, but in that part of the world, when I was in France, some of the best butter, I don't know if it's the cows or the land or whatever. Okay. And 1.25 teaspoons of salt. All right, so we've got a teaspoon, then we're gonna check on our fish because we do not want that to overcook. I did 7 minutes at 400. Okay, so there's 1 and about 1/4. This is just pink Himalayan salt. I got this from the Dollar Tree. So it says this needs to boil. Let's keep an eye on it and check on our salmon. All right, looking good. I don't know if y'all can see. So we have our beautiful salmon bites. I'm gonna grab one so you can see. I'm gonna leave these in the air fryer. They smell amazing. They've got a nice little crust on them. Let me see if I can get you guys one so you can see. I'll move this up and move that up. Decisions, right? Looks delicious. Oh yeah, that butter looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the good stuff. Use the real stuff, just use less of it. That's what they say. All right, so you guys can see it's nice and hot, but so you all can see our salmon, and I'm gonna pull it apart so you can see how, hopefully it doesn't burn me. Hot, 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 hot. So y'all can see how juicy it is. Let's taste one just for research purposes. Woo! It could go with just a touch more salt, y'all. It's excellent. So we're gonna put this in the air fryer and just let it sit. And I'll make a nice plate. But our salmon bites are done. Nice little crispy. Okay, perfect timing. So it says water, butter, and salt to boiling, remove from heat. All right, so we turned off the fire. We got our butter water in here. Your mouth is watering. Aw, of course I make you a plate. Okay, stir in the milk and potato flakes until desired consistency. So it says 2 cups of milk. So I am going to use real milk because this is not for me. We still got a little butter in there, but that's okay. So let me get milk from the other fridge. Y'all know if it were me, it would have to be like almond milk, but this is full flavor. All right, so I've got real grocery store milk. What is this? 2 cups? All right. So this is a 2-cup measure. So we're just going to go ahead and put 2 cups of regular milk in here. It's 1%, but all right. And then almost all of the potato flakes. But what I'm going to do, since this is a little bit more than I need, I'm going to stir in there. Y'all see that butter stick? Oh yeah, the salmon bites. We cut them into cubes, season them, oil them, air fry them. 400 at 7 minutes. Okay. Great for big kids or even little kids. Oh yeah, let's see. So these are potato flakes. So I'm just kind of whisking them in here. So these are boxed mashed potatoes. It is a lot of liquid. You're right, Erin Laura. So I'm going to kind of stop here and see. All right. Still more liquid than potato. I don't know about y'all if you like your potatoes chunky or creamy. All right. Once it gets a little bit harder to stir, I'm just going in here, getting all that liquid in there, just using a little whisk. Want to try and get it nice and covered up. I think I'm going to get a spoon. Yeah. I really want to get it up underneath there. You see what's up at the bottom? All right. So this pot is an interesting shape. It kind of like tapers, so it's bigger at the bottom. So let's go underneath and over, underneath and over. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm trying to get that creaminess, get it all in there. Okay, so this is how the box says to make the potatoes. And I've served them like this. In a pinch, that's fine. But we can do better. Why be regular when you can be extra, right? All right, so we got our water and our butter. If it's too watery for you, you can add more potato. I'm gonna do a little bit of a taste just for saltiness. Y'all know I'm not supposed to eat this. Ooh, got me right here. So good. Okay, here's the secret ingredient. Ladies, if you want to surprise him, you can put a little bit of cream in the potatoes, gets them nice and like, I don't know, creamy. How much is this? I don't know. We're at the bottom of the bowl. Y'all know what to do. Put it in there. So if you don't have sour cream, what you can do is if you have Philadelphia cream cheese or any cream cheese of your choice, or if you're dairy free, it could be goat's cheese. You could also, instead of milk, you can do half and half as the liquid. So that gives it an extra little thickness. You could do garlic if you want like garlic buttery mashed potatoes. All right, let's get all that in there. I had some sour cream left. Uh-oh. And then you'll see, notice how the potatoes are kind of like, they're okay. but when you add a little bit of sour cream, it just gives you like, y'all like it? It just gives you like a nice creaminess. We're just kind of folding this in. And if you like that sour cream taste, it just gives you a little bit of that tart. And I think I have time to cut a little bit of chives. Let's see if I have some chives. Or you could just sprinkle. I hear a door. It might be time to plate, y'all. All right. So you all see we got a nice little ribbon of sour cream in the potato. So then now if you taste, so nice and thick. Stop, Maggie. All right. So that's a little trick for you. Now, I'm just gonna cover it for a moment. Let me see if I have time to cut up some chives. I think I have some fresh ones. If not, you can do the dried ones. Just gives it a little bit of presentation. All right, let's see what we can do. I always buy these herbs and then I never like use them in time. Ugh, they're already looking kind of sad, but let me see if I can salvage. I don't need a lot, just for a little bit of a garnish. If you're better, I hear the door. I think I'm out of time. Okay. I'll try and cut up a few fresh, but I do have dried chives. You can get these on Amazon. But let me see what I can do really quick, because I gotta make this plate. Okay, let's see if we can get the ones that are, I don't like how that looks, and I don't want to present. Okay, we're gonna nix the fresh chives. Let me see if I can cut them, but I don't. You want me to cut that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I want it to look really good. They're not bad, but I should have cut them fresher. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna make this plate because everything is done, and I'm gonna show you guys how I serve it up. Did you need me to cut that? All right. Okay. All right, so let's get our salmon bites out. Let's get a nice plate made. Uh-oh, knocked one over. All right, so this is enough for 2 people, or this is enough to serve and then make a to-go plate, which is what I'll be doing. Kitchen snacks. Oh. Y'all, it's so good because the skin is still on there and it's nice and crispy. So you could peel that off if you don't eat the skin, that's fine. Let's go ahead and serve up our crispy salmon bite. It's not my best work, but made with love. And, you know, if you need to do a quick home cooked meal and you have, you know, some fish, this is something that you can do. All right, I think that's good. All right. So we serve about half. And let's put this away. We'll put the rest in the to-go box. And then the crispy spin is the best part. I know. I feel the same way. Okay. So let's get our mashed potatoes that are done. And I like to put like a little pat of butter. Let's get the nice creamy mashed potatoes with their secret ingredient. Don't tell my secrets, class. All right. So a nice big mashed potato and just a little sliver. Crispy is the best part. I know. Just a little sliver of butter to melt. And then my chives, I don't know. So in a pinch, I'm going to use the chives that are these are the dried chives that you would get in your, what is it called? You know what I'm talking about. Spice rack. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little on here just as a garnish. And then for vegetables, just a handful of fresh spinach. You can dress it up as a salad or not, if preferred. Just some fresh munching greens. Looks more appealing on the plate as bites. Oh, sorry, y'all. Wrong way. So your dinner is ready. We've got your creamy mashed potatoes, your salmon bites, and your greens of choice. So all I got to do is get the beverage, whatever beverage you'd like to have with your dinner. I will go get it for you. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set this on the table. So thank you all so much for being here. I'll take a quick picture, cookbook picture. But we are done. Join me tomorrow. Hi, Terrence Madden. Thank you so much for being here. We are wrapping up. Ice cream class is done. Join me tomorrow morning. This ice cream needs to freeze overnight. And we'll do all of our toppings and everything tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. Class is dismissed because I need to get this on the table. All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy and have a good Friday night. Class is dismissed. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Good night.